All right, on to our next topic, the arpeggiator. An arpeggiator is sort of similar to a sequencer in that it plays back a series of notes over and over again. You can choose which notes you play, and you have some different options. You can change the tempo, and you can change the sound and the length of them a little bit. You don't have control over each individual note like you did in the sequencer. Anything that you change will affect every note in the arpeggio. The Crave arpeggiator has two modes, the default one and hold mode. We'll start with the default. If I press this button, ARP, this light turns yellow. And when you press it, likely the yellow light will be above the number 1. We'll get to that later. Any note that I press on the keyboard now is going to repeat at the tempo indicated here. I can do this for any pitch. If I let go, silence. If I press two notes, it will go back and forth between the two of them. Three notes. Let go, silence. Let's play 6 notes at once. You'll notice that the pitches are moving upward and then starting over again. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. What if I press the keys in a different order? Let's go. Do, mi, so. Oh, this is hard to do. Do, mi, so, re. I can't do it with all my fingers. And it turns out it doesn't matter, because even though I went through all that acrobatic stuff, the Crave orders the pitches. So even though I could do something like this, in the end, the pitches are just going up. Now, this might seem awfully limiting, but there is more we can do with that, and we'll see that in a moment. Now, what if I want to turn some knobs or something? So let's see, I want let's have our 6-note arpeggio. This is 7. Okay, but now I want to change the LFO rate. Oh no, what do I do? Yeah, that's ridiculous, right? I suppose you could free your pinky. You could do that like that. Oh no, that's terrible. So, and then every time I let go, it stops. We need better options. And that option is hold mode. Turn off your arpeggiator. And now, double press that button. Now we are in hold mode. And we know that because this light is flashing. Now when I press a key, now it will play, even if I let it go. If I press 2 keys, both of them go. If I press 6 like before, oh good, now I don't have to hold them all down. If I press accent, it will accent the notes. Let's turn down the cutoff a little bit. Bring up the resonance low. So, I have some functions similar to what I had on the sequencer. I can hold Shift and turn the tempo knob, and I can change the gate. Let me turn that cutoff back up so we can hear it pretty well. So Shift, turn tempo, shortest. And I can get all the way up to 5, which is pretty long. If I want an even smoother connection, more than option 5 was able to give us, turn up your decay knob. Oh, it's pretty smooth. And if you want more of a glissando effect, turn up your glide knob. Now, unfortunately, I think those are the only options. Those are the only ones I have been able to find. I can't find a way to add ratchet to the arpeggiator. So let's reset things. Decay back down, staying continuous, glides all the way off. Set our tempo around the middle. Okay. Now there is even easier way to enter those 6 notes rather than what I was doing where I like press all 6 like this. I don't have to do that. As long as I'm holding one note, I can choose the other notes that I want. And as long as I'm holding one note, I can keep adding to my sequence. As soon as I let go, however, if I press a key again, I'll just go back to one note. And of course, just like before, it will order the pitches. I can even change octaves while I'm doing this, using the arrow keys. And as long as I'm continuing to hold a key down, it's fine. The Crave will remember a maximum of 13 pitches in the arpeggiator. So let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I'm going to add a higher pitch for 13. Okay, so there's 13th note. And now I'm going to try to add some more. Nope, doesn't do anything. It stops at that highest note. So we have a maximum of 13. But they always go from lowest to highest. Well, we have options for that too. Let's create a new arpeggio. So here we have 5 pitches going up. C, D, E, F, G. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So. This is mode 1. This is the default. This is what this yellow flashing light refers to. If I want a different mode, I press Shift and I choose one of these buttons here. Let's look at mode 2. So, Fa, Mi, Re, Do. So it's the exact same pitches you played. It just starts from the highest and goes down. Let's go to mode number 3. So this one starts at the bottom, goes to the highest note, and then goes back down. It doesn't repeat any of the notes. Some arpeggiators have an up and down thing where it will play the bottom note twice and it'll play the top note twice. This one does not do that. This one just goes Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, Fa, Mi, Re, Do. Now, if you're looking for some Netflix action, that is mode 3, up and down mode. Let's go to mode 4. Oops, I hit 5. This is random. Sometimes it'll repeat the note, it'll jump to whatever note it wants to. So if you go really fast, and you do something like up to 13. So that can be pretty useful. All right, mode 5. Recognize right now where our pitches are. I'm in the 4th octave. Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So. When I go to mode 5, first it plays the pitches in the original octave, and then it plays them in an octave higher. Now, when I say first and then, of course it doesn't matter. It just repeats over and over again. So depending on when you push the button, you might get the higher octave and then the lower one. But this is giving you is your original pitches plus the octave higher going up. If I go to mode 6, I get my original octave plus the octave higher. In mode 7, I get my original octave and the octave lower. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, ro. Okay. And then if I go to mode 8, oh, and those are going up. And if I go to mode 8, they go down in my original octave, and they go down in the octave below. Stop. And there you go. That's pretty much it for the arpeggiator. It doesn't take long to explain, but you can have hours of fun making little patterns and having them repeat over and over again, and creating backgrounds for your trance tracks. Folks, we are getting very close to the end of what we can do with the Crave all by itself, without connecting it to other things, if we haven't actually gotten there already. Even to talk about firmware and things, we need to connect it to a computer. To talk about tempo sync, we need to connect it to a sequencer or another synthesizer. So, we could be approaching the end of what I have to say about the Crave without bringing in other pieces of equipment that you may or may not have. So, if there are other topics that you would like me to cover, please mention it in the comments on this or any of the other videos whenever it might occur to you. I likely cannot answer every question you have. I will do my best, though. I don't have every modern instrument, and I don't have any vintage synthesizers. But if there's something I can show you, I will try to do so. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.